What's up, YouTube? Yes, sir. Back at y'all with another video, man. It's day 16. Yes, I know on YouTube it's day 3, but I'm telling you, I've been doing this for 16 days, baby. But, this is going to be the last day that I'll be talking about this topic about how I necessarily haven't read every single part of the Bible and how I haven't, I haven't read every part of the Bible. Just about having knowledge. It's one thing to have knowledge, it's another thing to have understanding of that knowledge. So, and God is for everybody. That's all I want to say too. That God is for everybody. And the only difference between me and you, which I'm not saying you haven't, but I'm just saying, is that I made a choice. I said, God, I'm going to push you first. And you can do the same exact thing. But don't only say it, but actually do it. And don't just do it when the cameras are on, like how I have a camera on me. But you got to do it in private, when it's just you. And you think nobody else is watching, but God is always watching. So, with all that being said, you know what I got to say though, before we get into the video. If you end up getting offended by anything I say, just go look in the mirror, because I might be talking about you, but I ain't talking to you, because I ain't got time to make no video on people. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Ooh, y'all see that? Like, use your imaginations, like I'm opening it up to the next part. Alright, y'all. So, this is going to be the last day I talk about this, about understanding versus having knowledge and all that stuff. But, this is really important, because I really want people to understand and to really realize that just because somebody's on a certain level don't mean you can't get there. And just because you see them there, like you're seeing the fruit right now, me being like right here, right? You're seeing the fruit. But all this space right here, this was the work to get to right here. So what you got to realize, man, you just got to make a choice. And I made a choice, and that's the only difference between me and you. I made a choice. And you can make that choice too, though. And if you make that choice, I pray to God that you be better than me, because I'm a constant want to keep going up. So if I'm constantly keep going up, and if I'm praying you get better than me, shoot, we gonna be good then. God and his people gonna be in a good place. We all growing and eating off of each other, you know what I'm saying? So, with all that, so the scripture for the day is Ecclesiastes 7:16. And it says, do not be overly righteous, nor be overly wise, for why should you destroy yourself? So, there's two words, alright? There's one word called exegesis, and there's another word, eisegesis. And exegesis is when you actually go in reading scripture, and you read them for their original context. You actually read them to try to understand why they were originally written. You read them to be like, alright guys, so why did you have this written like right here? And that's what you read the Bible for. Now you have eisegesis, and this is man's interpretation. You go into preconceived notion trying to say what the Bible means in your own view. Like, you're not looking at the Bible through God's lens, you're looking at the Bible through your own lens. And that's why it also talks about in the Bible, let those who have eyes to see, let them also perceive. It's one thing to see, but it's another thing to perceive what God actually intended to be perceived. It's one thing to hear, but it's another thing to actually understand what you heard. So it's all about understanding and getting God's perception on things, not your own interpretation. Nobody cares about your interpretation. I personally don't. Alright, y'all. So, I gotta remember on Snapchat, so I'd be quick and to the point. So, this is another reason why you shouldn't just read the Bible, right? Like, you should want to understand and ask God about what he wants you to know and where you should be at, what he wants you to read and stuff, right? So everybody just go to Genesis chapter 1, alright? In Genesis chapter 1, you go through, you just read it. It's talking about how God created the earth, how he created heaven, and all that stuff, right? And how, the different days, and on the 7th day he rested, the Sabbath, all that. But, this is what we do. We just read it. Like, okay, so you did this. Oh, okay. And he said, oh, let there be light. Oh, he saw the light was good. So, oh, okay, he kept it. So, yeah, go back. And at the very, very first verse, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, right there, you should have just asked yourself, And I know a lot of people have read it before, not everybody. You should really ask yourself, okay, why did God just say, I create the heavens with an S, but I create the earth, which is singular? That means that there's different levels in heaven. So yeah, something that's as little as it may seem, but just in the very first scripture, how it says heavens, in the beginning God created the heavens with an S at the end, and the earth. Like the earth was singular, but the heavens was plural. That means there's different levels and dimensions to heaven. But when you just read through the Bible, it's like little things like that you just don't understand. It's things like that you just miss. And so just imagine how many more people have missed stuff like that just because they don't take time. They care more about their eisegesis instead of actually trying to understand, like, God, why did you write it like that? Why did you have it, why do you say it like that? So it's like, we have to take our time and just remember, like I showed y'all the other day with the trees and the plants. Actually, I can show you right now. Some trees right here, like, ooh, my bad. Zoomed in too far. But trees, y'all, it's a process. It takes time. Look at them leaves right there. They're different colors. Like, we'll all come in different shapes, different sizes from different backgrounds. And that's what it's all about, though. Iron sharpens iron. We got to grow together. All right, y'all. So, I appreciate y'all for listening. I know this can help if you just allow it to help you. So, yeah, just remember it's a process. God is for everybody and he loves you, but you got to make yourself willing and show him that you want him in your life. And that's what it's all about, building that relationship with him. And, you know, don't destroy yourself. Don't just read, but actually understand. So, thank y'all for listening. And, man, I'm telling y'all, tomorrow I am so excited to start this new topic. I already got, like, some stuff ready. But, man, so we finna start talking about